What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jets season preview guide from Badlands. Connor and I are going to do a few minutes here on what we expect to see from their offensive scheme in 2023. New offensive coordinator, new offensive line coach, Todd Downing also in the mix, new quarterback. Give us the shortest summary of the type of offense the Jets are going to run, CR.
It's going to be fascinating to watch as the league gravitates one way to a lot of 11 personnel, right? Getting three wide receivers on the field, having one back, one tight end, because you're going to open up and consistently throw the ball. To see the Jets maybe, while not completely go archaic with that mode and stay away from 11 personnel, this team will use three wide receivers on the field. But I think their 11 personnel rate will be lower than, say, you have like Sean McVay hovers around like 91%, and Kevin O'Connell with the Vikings. Those guys are so up there, where Hackett is somebody that might be in 65 to 70%. And what does that all mean? It means that the Jets are going to look to use two tight ends or two backs or both on the field a lot. Heavier sets, the ability to run the ball, the ability to develop play action, the ability to throw to your tight ends and running backs as effective weapons. And I think it's one of those things where it can work for you in a lot of ways. Number one, you have such an impactful number one wide receiver in Garrett Wilson that you might not need to flood the field with as many wide receivers, and you can play heavier because his ability to separate on the outside is so unique that you're not constantly scheming guys open. You can ask him to win man coverage as well, which is super impactful when you are running those heavier sets, because you can get the play action game going as well and freeze the defense. So I think that's the number one thing I'm looking for. They had a young offensive coordinator that was clearly from that tree in that era of being very outside zone heavy, very flood the field with wide receivers heavy. And I think now they might be looking to be a team that likes to run the ball with these heavier sets a little bit more, and also gravitate a little back to inside zone flexibility with outside zone. So I think the word I'm looking for with Hackett is balance.
Look, they have the personnel to have that type of balance. I'm also fascinated to see how and where they move Garrett Wilson all over the formation. Outside, in the slot, what can you do? Can you stack him up behind Lazard in certain looks to get him freed up? Because defenses will be keying on him, trying to roll coverage to him. And if the Packers could do a lot of what they did with Devontae Adams when they had Aaron Rodgers and Devontae together, there's no reason that Wilson can't produce at a similar level. And I expect the Jets to get creative with how they free him up on the offensive side of the ball. Will also be interesting to watch how they balance the workload between the running backs early in the season and then post-bye week. How does that split work between Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook? How active are those guys in the passing game? How regularly are they both on the field at the same time? Which is a really unique thing that the Jets will have the ability to do. It's going to be an exciting year for the Jets offense. Should be the first time in a long time they have a chance to be in the top half of the league, at least, hopefully a little higher. And look, we're excited to watch it play out.